Hi again, this is Fred Kratt with Gary Smith Ford in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. This is episode 2 on your Ford My Touch with Sync. I'm going to run through a lot of the cool features that your salesperson should have told you but probably didn't. We know this because they come to me every day and are uninformed, so hopefully this will help you. We're going to start with, you've got 4 quadrants on the phone or on the screen. The first one I've got open is phone. You can use the phone manually, but we want you to use it with voice. Sync is about safety. Remember that. Everything about sync is not just convenience, but safety. If you can do it without looking away from the road just by talking, that would be the ideal way to use it. Phone book, phone history, all that messaging is in here. Some phones support the text messaging by voice as well, reading and sending. We'll get into that later. If it's got the compass up here, typically it has the navigation in the screen. Some of the models don't. If it says information only, then disregard what I'm going to tell you. The cool thing about this, you can zoom in, zoom out manually. You can change the look of your map. You can lay it out. You can go north up. You can go route up. You can change the view here to get information that maybe you've got a trip in here. It's giving you turn by turn. You can spread that out. The other thing you can do, a lot of this can be done again by voice. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that.
Please say a command.
Zoom in. And you can reject a call just like that. Okay, I don't know if it zoomed in because my eyes were taken away, but I'll do it again. You hit the sync button.
Please say a command.
Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Okay, so it works that easy. Again, I like this layout better, but that's just personal preference. Now you can go to the entertainment button here, and you see AM, FM, Sirius 1, 2, and 3, CD, USB, and the USB on the F-150 is down in the console. Can you all see that? There's 2 USB ports down here, and then you also have the AV jacks. We'll get into that, and you have the data card for your navigation. Don't pull that out. Take forever to recycle back up. Now, we can touch it, we can change it, we can do it just like that, but if we want to, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate, again, safety, we do it with voice.
Please say a command.
FM 102.1.
Tuning to FM 102.1.
You could say Sirius, you don't have to say Sirius, you could say Willie's Roadhouse, you could say CNN, you could say Fox News, you could say ESPN. All of that would bring you to what you need. Very simple. There's a lot more features in here. I'll skip down to the iPhone. Anything that you've got on iPhone, Pandora, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Netflix, anything on your cell phone, iPhone, iPad, Kindle, Nook, any Bluetooth device, and I believe you can load 12. I've never done it, but I think you can load up to 12 devices on this setup. All you would do is you would touch your iPhone button, and anything that is currently playing on your iPhone would then play on your surround or your stereo, just like it's plugged in. That does chew a little bit of battery up. Sometimes it's better to plug it into the USB and run it there, but I do it this way primarily. Okay, the next section is going to be your climate. Again, it's a little cool in here right now. My cameraman's mentioned that once already. So let's go ahead and set it to 68 degrees. We can do it here, or we can do it here.
Please say a command.
Climate.
Climate, say a command.
Set temperature to 68 degrees.
Did you say 68 degrees?
Yes.
Setting temperature to 68 degrees.
You might notice that the sync person there is, and I started talking, I apologize, but the sync person is treating me like I don't know what I'm doing because I have it set in the settings mode to beginner. And in that section here, voice control, I have it set on beginner. Once I move it to advanced, she'll quit asking me, did you say 68 degrees? I don't have to be on that screen to change it, but I wanted to show you, and I'll do it one more time.
Please say a command.
Climate.
Climate, say a command.
Set temperature to 68 degrees.
Did you say 68 degrees?
Yes.
Setting temperature to 68 degrees.
You have to wait until you hear the little beep before you say yes. That's also what I didn't do last time. I can increase fan speed, I can decrease fan speed. You can set your own favorite temperature here under My Temp. It should be defaulted to 72 degrees, so let's see.
Please say a command.
My Temp.
Tuning to Motown.
Yeah, I forgot to tell it climate, sorry.
Please say a command.
Climate.
Climate, say a command.
My Temp.
My temperature, on.
Okay. Now, let's go, and that's a little warm, so I'm going to back it down. Also, let's go to the information screen. With the information screen, you get a calendar. You'll get apps that you can customize for yourself. The one thing that I really like is the travel link. This is a pay serious pay feature. It's free for 6 months, and then it's about $1.99 a month. I love the weather. We live on the Gulf Coast. We get a lot of weather down here, so we can actually see real-time satellite weather if there was any. It takes a minute to download. And you'll see, I think there's something right down here in Texas. We can move it over. Look at that. So we actually see the weather just like you'd see at home on your computer. So if you were driving on I-10, you would know there's weather north and south of you off I-10. So that's how it zooms you up right there. Houston's getting a little weather right now. It will actually, if you pull it out enough, it will give you the cold fronts, the warm fronts, the occluded fronts, tornado warnings, winds. If you zoom in enough, it'll give you wind speed, so on and so forth. It'll also give you a 5-day forecast, which is pretty neat, and then it'll give you the current weather. So that's all in that travel link. There's additionally fuel prices. So if you're on the interstate and you're looking for gas, it'll let you know what's coming up, what you've passed, gives you an idea that you've already passed that. And if you want to sort by price, you can do that as well. You're in your setup, you can set it up for diesel or gas or premium or whatever you like. Once you find the gas station that you'd like to go to, simply touch it, and it will ask you, do you want to put it on the map and go to it, set it as your final destination, or maybe an interim stop in between. All right, I think that is probably all I can get in for today. That should give you a big insight on the My Ford Touch. Again, this is Fred Kratt with Gary Smith Ford in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Feel free to call if you need anything. Our number here is 850-244-4111. Thanks again.